Hi.
Good morning.
How are you?
Oh, very well,
Nice to meet
thank
you.
you. Very
Alex,
pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Alex.
Thank you so much for having me here. What on earth made you take on this building?
I had a vision,
You had a vision.
but of course, it's harder than we thought.
To find out where the hotel is going wrong, Alex will stay the night.
Just to tell you a little bit about the history of the hotel on the way
Yes.
to the room, this particular area here is where the ghost of the little girl has been seen. We have a ghost of an old prostitute. She's not reputed to do anything, although there was one customer that did say he had icy hands around his neck. But he then stayed the next night.
Maybe that's the kind of thing he likes.
The couple have been updating their 14 bedrooms. Alex will stay in one of their renovated rooms.
So this is your room for the night.
Very nice.
It's a refurbished room. It's probably the nicest one we have at the moment.
Lovely. Okay, thank you so much. Well, the problems here are obviously not in the bedroom, because this is a very nice bedroom. You know, I can't fault anything.
I think Alex liked her room, but she's very sceptical about the
Indeed.
ghosts. Very sceptical indeed, so...
I'm prepared to keep an open mind and be proved wrong. I am, however, quite chary of anything that smacks of a gimmick. I guess this is an unrefurbished room. Obviously could do with a bit of love and attention. Before I decide on whether this room should be charged the same as my room, I need to see the bathroom. Well, this is a pretty old-fashioned bathroom and definitely does need some renovation.
The decor in the bedrooms is Jane's domain, something Ross is all too eager to point out.
Well, I'll give you some input that
So-
I'm sure she'll comment on. Those mirrors are inappropriate.
Oh, now
For
the mirrors are
example.
inappropriate.
Do you think that adds to the ghostly experience?
Well, they are. There's like modern mirrors in an old sort of building. They shouldn't be there, in my opinion.
Jane's pride and joy is a secret gallery,
And what have we over here?
designed to give her younger guests a thrill.
Well, Jane is very keen on the themes, and that's all very well, but we're not really a theme park. She has got this natural inclination towards the Disneyland thing. I mean, she's very keen on that. I remember we once went to Disneyland in California, and we were there until like 2 o'clock in the morning, and even the children were fed up.
Honestly, I've got a couple of things I could chuck at them too from leftover Halloween parties. I just think this makes them look like a not very serious operation.
As Alex comes out of the closet, she discovers the novelty theme has also infected the White Hart's historic restaurant.
Oh, this is very nice, isn't it? All wood-panelled and very attractive dining room. Tudor Gothic menu. Roasted tomato and hellfire pepper soup with shattered bones and popping eyes. Chocolate tombstone and graveyard plate dribbled with vibrant red coulis. I mean, it's really sad that this beautiful dining room has this being done to it.
The macabre menu is designed for monthly special events. But Jane also has plans to extend the supernatural theme to an exclusive dining area in the cellar.
I've had another idea.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to have a chef's table. So, going along with our haunted theme, I thought, let's have a haunted chef's table. I'd line the walls with curtains, do the ceiling.
Where are you going to get all the money?
Well, we have a family home, which we had been planning on selling, and of course that will release some cash.
You're clearly, you know, a sandwich or two short of a lunchbox.
Alex is back to ensure the low-budget haunted house theme is finally dead and buried.
Now, my darling, remember what the direction is here. It's history, not mystery. I hate all this. It's gimmicky, it's cheap, it doesn't need to be here. I would like us to get a nice wooden box here. You can put all your props in there.
A coffin.
Well, the ghost thing, I know Jane is very enthusiastic about it, but I think really if we can move away from that, that's quite good, as far as I'm concerned.
Why is it? Look, it's just not good. I mean, yeah.
Jane doesn't like to give in, so I'm in full agreement with that we should be focusing more on the history of the building. Probably has a bigger audience than the ghost thing.
Yes, you can still see the skeleton. Yeah, I can still see the witch's head, but she can lie on the floor as well.
His head's just fallen off.
I know, well, that's a problem.
How's that?
No, I can't see anything, so that's good.
There are lots of other eateries and hotels in St Albans. What differentiates the White Hart from any other one is its history. The fact that it was the first inn in the town. That's all they need to say.
Hello. May I please tell you what it's about? It's a special lunch. £10 for 2 courses.
Right from the off, Alex has made sure that the White Hart's very own Henry VIII and Anne Boleyn are split up before either of them lose their heads.
We have a really nice restaurant in there, which we call Tudors. And we're doing a really nice simple menu as an introduction.
This is 600 years old, it's got lots of history, and we're trying to go back in time a little bit with our recipes, and we're trying to promote the restaurant.
The chefs even cooked up some traditional Tudor treats to tickle the tourists' taste buds.
Enjoy. Thank you, good luck.
Thank you very much.
It's good that people aren't shying away from us in horror. It certainly piqued everybody's curiosity. We're getting a good response.
There's so many different restaurants around here and nothing of that sort. So no, I'll definitely give it a go.
I mean, people have been very responsive.
Make sure that the coach comes back on Saturday, because that's when the lunch is starting.
I agree with you. There has been quite a very positive response on there.
It just shows that you do have to, you know, capture people's imagination. Give them an offer. You know, don't wait for them to stagger down the hill.
No.
Because you'll be waiting a long time.
Yeah, that's true.
Obviously, it's the first time we've done something like that, and as you practice and as you do it, keep doing it, it'll become second nature to you. And the lunch, fabulous.
Oh,
great
that's great.
stuff.
Thanks. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
And it's a great honour to be able to present you with a little plaque.
Oh, really? Fantastic.
This plaque really does show that
It's great, isn't it?
the White Hart Hotel is indeed a place of historic interest. No, I'm really pleased to be able to present that to you.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Good.
I'm so pleased. I can't tell you.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Give me a kiss. Well done.
Why are you thanking me? I haven't done it.
You've done all this work, haven't she? She did all that. She said she couldn't do the tour, and she did it. Of course she did it. I knew she would.
Good.
The seal of approval puts the White Hart firmly on the lucrative tourist trail. Alex is delighted.
It's not a thing of great beauty, is it? It's certainly not glamorous. Looks rather like a floating porter cabin. Let's hope it's better inside. Hello.
Hello, careful coming up the gangplank. Hold tight. Welcome aboard.
Andy. Alex Polizzi.
How do you do?
Nice to meet
see
you.
Come on in.
Thank you. Thank
Right,
you.
There's Bonnie in there.
Lovely to meet you, Alex Polizzi. Hello. How are you?
I'm well, thanks. And you?
Thank you for inviting me.
That's good. It's a pleasure.
First stop, below deck, and the all-important guest accommodation.
Here's the superior suite.
At 3.5 by 4 metres, room 1's their largest cabin.
Okay, thank you, Bonnie.
Okay.
See you in a minute.
Okay.
There's obviously an electric blanket on the bed, which would be much appreciated on a damp river. Nice linen and a proper blanket, thank goodness. And a very adequate little chest of drawers. In small scale, they've got absolutely everything they need. There's a mirror, there's somewhere to put your makeup, there's a chair in the room. So I think at least the minimum requirements are definitely being met.
Prices range from £72 a night bed and breakfast up to £175 per night when cruising.
Well, it's tight, but it's perfectly acceptable. It really is. In fact, it's rather romantic.
2 months since her last visit, Alex is back to check if the African Queen is shipshape.
I can't wait to see it. I'm hoping that since my redesign, it's really going to stand out and sell itself.
Andy and Bonnie's once scruffy and uninspiring barge has been transformed into a smart, stylish river cruiser.
Wow, that looks so much better. I love all the red. It looks smart, it looks very clean. It gives an amazing first impression. I think I'd be pretty excited now to arrive here and know that I was staying on the African Queen.
The tired and tatty paintwork now gleams like new. And the dreary world of black and white has had a much-needed injection of colour. Now the African Queen theme won't be lost on passers-by. And inside, new soft furnishings continue the elegant, nostalgic theme.
Bonnie!
Oh, hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm so thrilled with how the boat's looking.
Yeah, it looks amazing, doesn't it?
And you've also hired someone, haven't you?
Yes, I have. He started on Tuesday, and he's proving to be really exactly what I wanted.
Are you training him, or is Andy training him?
No, I am training him too.
Good. Okay, just checking.
But there's a silver lining. A passerby's been seduced by the new-look African Queen.
I was just walking past the boat and I noticed that it's sort of evening meals and cruises and thing, overnight stays. So
Somebody wants to book a 60th birthday for a weekend cruise.
How many people?
10.
Ah.
So a minimum of 10.
If that's 10 people and it's a weekend cruise, that's 1,750 quid.
Yeah, that's right.
That's better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick.
Andy's challenge is not to step back, but to step up, turn on the charm, and sell, sell, sell all that's good about his floating hotel.
Come along. Both hands, please. We don't want you in the river.
On board are travel editors from national newspapers and glossy magazines, and the great and the good of the local business world.
So if you'd like to sit down and make yourself at home.
But Andy is doing little to reassure these important clients.
This thing was rolling like it's almost as if she was going to turn over. I went downstairs. I found myself a foot deep in water. The boat was sinking.
I would like to interject at this point. He is perfectly competent on the water. Can I give you a word of advice? As you have journalists, don't tell them anything that ever goes wrong. Keep your mouth shut, and you're painting a perfect picture of life on board. So you do not need to tell them about technical problems. Yeah, just be careful what you say.
I will.
darling.
Yeah,
Okay?
good,
Thank you
good,
very much.
good advice. Oh.
With Andy and Bonnie's guests ready to start the cruise, there's just one thing missing.
We're slightly delayed because, unbelievably, Andy doesn't have enough diesel on board the boat. They came here to cruise. We're now losing the best of the light, and I don't feel it's going quite as well as it could do.
How much?
Andy's AWOL,
They're not
and the
watching.
group
You know
are
that
left
those
without a
old ladies
host.
got to have the whole foundation rebuilt.
It's fallen on Bonnie to get the party going. But the shy chef isn't used to being front of house.
Would you like something? Something to eat? You okay?
Is there any stretch where you can go swimming along here?
Well, I wouldn't swim in this river, no. You can also pick up a disease from the river, which is something to do with rat's urine.
I feel a slight sinking feeling, actually. The response was great. As expected, they all raved about your food. They all loved the cruising. They thought you were very hospitable, both of you. Once you hit your stride, you came out here and you were absolutely charming. You were the best Andy possible. You really did do a very good job at kind of being quite self-deprecating and all those things which are so attractive about you.
Alex, I think what we've got to do to remind me of the advice you gave me is to have a photograph of you on the bar going like this.
Goodbye, Bonnie.
Goodbye.
And I hope your season goes really well. Oh, oh dear.
Well, this is very embarrassing.
Don't be embarrassed. You behave
Thanks for all your
yourself,
help.
you
I'll do my
naughty
best.
man. You naughty, charming man. Be a good boy.
I'll try to be.
All right?
Yeah.
And listen, darling, I'm here if I can help, OK?
Thank you.
I really mean it.
Yeah, thanks.
OK? All right, darling.
Okay.
2 months later, the African Queen is receiving glowing reviews. Bookings are on the up, and it looks like Andy and Bonnie's business will be afloat for a long time to come.
Oh.
Now that I'm up close, that magic has vanished. It's a mess here. What is that? Is it a pond? Is it a shrine? And there's that old dilapidated fence and this collection of rather depressing random pots. My initial expectation has all but evaporated, and I'm not even through the front door yet.
Hi, Alex.
Hi,
Thanks
Hannah.
for coming. It's
Hi.
a bit cold. I'm fine.
Nice to meet Alex
Nice to meet you.
Polizzi.
Hi, Alex.
This is Daniel, my
Hi,
wife.
Daniel.
Now that she's met the extended team, Alex is curious to find out exactly what's going on at the Lighthouse.
Well, the first thing to say is I don't know what the hell is on my ceiling, but I don't like it. It looks like it was done by someone on very bad drugs. I think it's supposed to be the outline of Wales, and it is draped with cobwebs. It has to go. It's horrible. Other than that, this is a big room. The overwhelming feeling is I can't understand why it's pink. I mean, you're by the sea. Surely the right colours to have is blue, or is it just me being old-fashioned? It all looks very home decorated, and it could definitely do with a fresh lick of everything.
So the Lighthouse's main attraction fails to live up to both potential and price tag. The other rooms are more modestly priced, between £75 and £110 per night. But are they more modestly decorated?
The more I see of this place, the more I think that it could be absolutely amazing. It's quite frustrating that it's just not. It's how homemade this looks. It's unforgivable. And there's no fireplace behind here. They've just stuck this to a wall, and that annoys me. That's against all the rules of design. And then even the wallpaper behind the bathroom door. What on earth was he thinking?
Downstairs, the problems are compounded by what appears to be an invasion of the strange.
The big problem here is there's so little space, and every space that there is filled with junk. I mean, we're going from this here to a water cooler, to a piano, to a bowl of shells, to masses of DVDs, none of which adds anything at all to this room. Now, I believe that when you walk in somewhere, you've got to already start getting excited about what you're going to get. And I tell you what, my heart would sink walking in here. Now, that's just weird.
The Lighthouse clearly needs a new direction. But after 20 years as both a home and B&B, Alex may have a cosmic struggle on her hands.
I don't know what she's going to say. I mean, she might say, what on earth is a Dalek doing in the entrance hall of a lighthouse? And I might say, well, he's waiting for an number 9 bus. What do you think? I liked the idea of a Dalek in the lighthouse. They wanted to take over the universe, couldn't get up the stairs. I don't see any problem at all.
Frank is confident he can cut it in the kitchen, but it seems Alex has put him on edge.
Well, We've got organic eggs, free-range eggs. The eggs are good, you know, but I've also got sausages, which are pork and leek, bacon. You can have the bacon any way you like, you know, well done, medium, whatever. I've even got baked beans, which is, you know, some people like it, some don't.
I would like scrambled eggs, one sausage.
One sausage, yep.
Some bacon.
Bacon, yep.
And some tomato.
And some
lovely.
tomatoes. Hold the beans, yeah.
Hold the beans.
Hold the beans.
Thank you,
I
darling.
won't be too long.
Thank you.
I'd say help yourself to the cereals there.
Thank you very much.
The lengthy explanation has left Alex with a healthy appetite and Frank in a muddle.
Napkins. What have I done with the napkins? I've got a big... I'll probably give her more scrambled egg than I normally give someone else, but then she didn't have any mushrooms and she only had one sausage, so I've made up on the scrambled egg. That plate's a little hot, so...
My goodness, you're a man of many talents, Frank.
Oh, I don't know about that. That was really quite nerve-wracking, you know? I didn't think I'd be quite as nervous, you know?
The breakfast of champions. It's a huge plateful. I don't think anyone likes a mound of food to arrive. They can always ask for more.
After breakfast, Alex has two options as a guest. Return to her room or orchestrate a tour of Frank's pet project, the lamp room.
Frank, do you want to explain this to me?
Yes, this is a personal tribute to what I consider to be great minds of our century. Basically, it's the question of, is there actually meaning to life?
Frank, I have nothing against this, but I would suggest to many people they may come up here and just think it's a big mess. Have you ever thought that seeing as there's so little space in the Lighthouse and guests are really restricted to their rooms, that this might not make a rather nice sun trap sitting area for guests? Everyone has a right to have their own personal obsessions. I would like you to think about how we might add extra value to people staying here, to the customers.
Frank has obviously found it difficult striking a balance between home and business. And as she descends from the lamp room to the terrace, Alex is confronted by another view, that while fine for friends and family, is unacceptable for fee-paying customers.
Wow. Look, this is what makes this place so special. It's absolutely stunning. But then, you see this. And this is what makes it all so depressing. It's shabby. It's decrepit. It's pointless.
In the knowledge that the hotel inspector is judging the world he's created, downstairs, Frank is beginning to worry.
It's like an exam, and I've always disliked exams. I know I'm going to get told that there are things that are obvious things. I just don't know to the extent of what she's going to say. If she says I have to remove what I've got up in the lamp room, remove it, then I'd fight her. I think it makes sense. I don't want to be told you've got to give that up, because giving up is failure.
I can't believe it!
Be the first person to walk.
Yes! I love it. I love the way you can see all the way through. This really is as I wanted it to be. I love it. I know that your pyramid was very close to your heart, but this is a real addition to your lighthouse.
And the seating, and having it white, opens it up, makes it a proper lamp room. You know, you want to be up here, don't you? I can't really believe this. This is amazing.
I'm going to ask you, Danielle, do you think it's been worth the heartache?
Oh, definitely, yes.
It all fits together. And you can stand on it. I can stand on this, can't I?
Yeah, it's all safety glass.
Don't jump, Frank!
Scary stuff. This is more like a crash than a hotel. I like the gate.
Hello, come in, Mrs. Watson. Come in,
Hello.
how do you do?
Hi, hello.
Ruth will stay in the Narnia suite based on the children's classic The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. To give her a flavour of the Sparkles experience, Sue's gone ahead to prepare a surprise, just as she would for any children staying.
scared. Is this the mystery? There's nobody here. What the hell's going on here? If I was a child, I'd be panicking at this stage. Oh my God, what is going on?
Ruth, are you there? Grab a fur coat, because it's freezing in here. This is Narnia. And there's the White Witch. Did you hear her laugh?
I did hear her laugh. I'm scared. Yes, this is...
Oh, it's warm in here. I'll take my coat off. I'll leave you to settle in now.
Okay,
if there's
thank you very
anything you
much.
need, ring the cowbell in the... It's a sort of cowbell. It's in the hall. It's in the hallway.
Okay.
And Mrs. Sparkle will come running.
Okay. Thank you very
Ruth.
much. Thank you. Thanks.
Sparkle's rooms are advertised at £225 to £400 a night, way above the Blackpool average of just £20. The Narnia suite is priced at £295.
I mean, in one sense, it is amazing. And I can see that a lot of people would really like it. It's a nice big room, but it is just so over the top. And like I said to her, you know, how many people want this level of kind of craziness around them?
It's going to be a challenge. She's come from a completely different background. She's come from Mars, so to speak, you know. Hang on, no. I'm on Mars and she's come from Earth. So this is her first look at Planet Sparkles.
To get an idea of where the hotel's going wrong, Ruth sets off on a tour of the rooms.
I don't know what to say. You can't walk across the floor for stuffed black and white Dalmatian puppies. They're everywhere. And this cupboard covered with stickers that are unsticking, papers peeling, everything. It's just so manky. It hasn't got any pizzazz about it. It's just full of... It's like some kind of horrible children's jumble sale. Vile.
Next up is the lost city of Atlantis dining room, decorated with an aquatic theme.
What the fuck is this? This is like being at the bottom of an aquarium. I think Sue thinks this is fun and classy and stylish and different, and I just think it's horrible.
It's time to tackle Sue about the chaotic decor.
How prepared are you to subdue some of the theming?
Not at all.
Not at all?
Not at all.
Right.
Not even to remove a heart-shaped cushion.
But your occupancy rates are incredibly low. I don't want to, fall out with you about this, but if the purpose of me coming in is to say, look, I think we could expand your marketplace by doing some things a little differently and giving, broadening the focus.
Yeah. I think that taking away the theme would be to the detriment of the hotel, because people would come and they'd say, oh, I expected more than this.
Yeah.
But the one room she refuses to declutter is the Barbie suite.
If Ruth asks me to declutter the Barbie room, I will say, well, suggest a new theme, Ruth, because you can't have a Barbie room without pink and Barbies.
Oh, Mrs. Sparkle, it's me!
Ruth is back to check up on Sue's progress.
Hello, Ruth. I thought I'd surprise you.
So, I see we're still living in a fantasy world. Have you been getting on with the rooms?
Well, you'll have to see. I mean, I've tried my best.
Yes?
Yes, so it's been decluttered.
Do you think your best is going to be good enough for
well,
me?
Let's go and have a look.
First stop, Narnia.
OK, Sue, what have you got lined up for me?
Well, we've decluttered.
You have. You have decluttered. This is a lot better. I still hate this rail because it's ugly. Very pleased not to see strange animals. This is definitely a lot better. Definitely a lot better. I think you've made good progress here. Now, the ghastly Ice Queen, Wicked Witch of the White horror story has gone.
She went with a cackle. this
She
morning.
did.
She did.
I'm very, very pleased to see it. Ghastly. And this is new, isn't it?
Well, these are the costumes that you suggested were making a mess in there. So I thought we won't get rid of, you know, all of them because we want the children to enjoy the dressing up experience.
Right.
So we've just selected 7 or 8 costumes and put them there.
Yeah.
And then I'll change them round depending on the age of the children rather than having more in.
It's fine. I think that, that makes sense because this is the children's area. I haven't got any problem with that at all. Had a major problem with it in the adult section.
But it's a different story in the Barbie room. The dolls have multiplied since Ruth's last visit, and the scary mannequin is still in situ.
I don't believe you. You've got another one of these fucking monstrous mannequins. Who is this woman from hell? Or from...
That's Barbie. No, she's just a bit of fun. Most people smile. If they don't like her, I'll take her out. We have had 1 or 2 guests who are frightened of her, so we would remove her.
I think this is one of the biggest problems I have, is your line between things being fun and actually being utterly spooky. This is spooky. This woman is evil. Now, come on, Sue. You've got to shape up. You're going to have to shape up.
Well, this is one of the rooms, Ruth, I didn't think you would need to touch. I thought this was OK. It's called the Barbie room. It's garish. It's Blackpool. To me, it's fun. I thought this was OK. I thought this was sacrosanct.
It's not OK.
OK. All right.
It's
so
not OK because I want you to have customers, right? Look, the whole problem is this fantasy world, Sue. You have got to separate the fantasy part from the business part so that you make some money, because otherwise your fantasy is going to be down the bloody plug hole in about 3 weeks. Do you understand?
Yes.
It's just let the adult person have their bit as well.
There's one part of Sue's empire she hasn't seen yet.
Please mind your head.
The basement ball pool and playroom.
Well, the children don't have to come down here.
I know.
They're here to watch. They always pop in and see their child having a really good time.
It just looks so seedy. I don't want to be rude
No,
or
it's
upsetting,
okay.
but it's kind of like this rather grim room.
Right.
I think we need to do something with this.
Are you saying take this away?
I'm not saying get rid of it at all,
No, right.
but I am saying please let's get rid of the dead
Yeah.
bodies behind the wall kind of feeling.
I like the teddy bears on the kids' beds, maybe 2 or 3. They've got far too many. But I certainly don't need a teddy bear on my bed.
It's meant to be ice, I think.
That's right, yeah.
But you just see it as polystyrene lumps.
And it's not just in the bedroom. There's also clutter accumulating on the landing.
It looks as if it could be dirty laundry. They shouldn't be on your landing, and you vacuum.
But Sue's not happy with the criticism.
So I have to apologise. If I'd known you were coming, but I'll clear it now.
Okay.
Oh, God! Oh, don't you break it!
I'll get the place cleared up. Start again tomorrow. Can you see, Cheryl? What happened? I'm sorry, you don't get it all. I'm not at all happy.
OK, Sue, but there have always been things on landings, you know.